Hi guys, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to know about how to execute the test cases with the help of TestNG in Eclipse. So last class, we understand that about what is TestNG and what are the advantages of TestNG and what are the different types of annotations we use in TestNG. And I told you the installation process of TestNG also. So let me explain you about the installation of TestNG once again. So if you want to know whether the TestNG plugins are added to Eclipse or not, if you want to check whether the TestNG plugins are added to our Eclipse or not, so you just go for the help here. So again, here you can see the about Eclipse IDE. So click on this about Eclipse IDE. So it will show you the pop-up like this. Here you can see the option called installation details. So click on this installation details. So now here we are having different types of softwares which we installed in our device. So it is different, guys. If you are suppose if you are using Windows, you can do like this. If you are using the Mac OS or different devices, so it is different. Be careful when the while the installation process is doing. Okay, so these are the different types of softwares installed in my device. So if we want to check whether the TestNG is installed or not, just go for the search. Here you can type as TestNG. See, these are the TestNG. These are the TestNG plugins we added for my Eclipse. Okay. So now let us do a program with TestNG. So see guys, a program I am creating a new project. I'm creating a new project. So to create a project, guys, what we have to do, go to the file, new, and take a Java project. So here we are not going to take any other different types of projects like Maven or any other things. So we are taking just Java project, right? So this is the project. So here we have what we have to do. We have to give the name, right? So Java project name we have to give. So for now, I am giving the name as TestNG project. So this is my name. I'm giving that TestNG project. So you can check whether it's here JR, we are having and create a separate folders we are having, right? So next go with finish. So see, my project is created here. So just expand this, We already know that JRE system libraries will be added to your project, right? So go to the SRC level, right click, and you just create a package. Create a package. So what package name we can give? So package name I am going to give as uh, first program, right? So this is the package name I am giving here. So just click on finish. So my package is created here. Next, I'm going to create a class. Go to the package level and right click and go to the new and click on class. So this is a class name. So class name I am giving as TestNG first program. Right? This is the class name. So here, this is important, guys. You need to check this whether the public static void main method we are taking or not. So in TestNG, I'm not going to take this main method. Okay, so TestNG will work without having this main method also. So now just click on finish. So see, my project is created here. My project is created. So now here, just I'm going to create a simple test cases. Listen carefully. Just I'm going to create a simple test cases. So now I'm going to create a method here. Okay, so I'm going to create just method. See guys, public void. Public void. Here I'm going to take the string. I'm going to take as testng test case one. Okay, test ng test case one. Okay, so now I'm going to write a print statement. System dot out dot print ln. This is my print statements. Inside this print statement, anyone we can write, right? Anything we can write. So what we write inside the print statement, that will becomes in the console, right? So Here I'm going to write my TestNG test case, right? So this is my print statement. So assume that this is a method. We know that this is a method. In this, I have written one print statement. So what I told you in the first video, TestNG always accept with annotation level, right? TestNG always accept the annotation. So here we have not given any annotation. So here what I'm going to do is I'm just giving the annotation. So I told you, right, TestNG always starts with test case, always starts with at the rate test annotation. So here I am going to give as I have given as test annotation. What is this use of test annotation is without giving this annotation, your test case will not be acceptable. Your test case will become the duplicate one. It will be not executable. Okay. Now see guys. So my annotation is getting error. It is giving error for me. So now what I have to do is, so just keep the cursor here. Keep the cursor here. It will show you some options here. See guys, add JUnit 4 library to build a path. Add JUnit 5 library to build a path. Add a TestNG libraries. So like this, it is showing 3 folders for us, right? So we are working with TestNG only. We are not working with JUnit 4 or JUnit 5. We are working with TestNG. So just click on this, add TestNG libraries. So if you click on this, add TestNG libraries, see, one more folder will be added here, right? So these are the plugins. These are the TestNG plugins we added for our project, right? Again, it is erroring out. Now what we have to do? Again, we just keep the cursor here, click on import. See, if you import is one, if you import that, one more line is added for our program, right? Import org testng dot annotations dot test. It is added. So this is one test case, guys. So this is one test case. Assume that it is one test case. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another test case. I'm going to create another test case. So listen carefully, guys. So this is one more test case I have created here. This is a test case number 2 I have given. This is test case number 2. And this is here I am giving as TestNG program. Right? So how many test cases I have? Total 2 test cases I have. For each and every test case, at the rate test annotation is there. Okay. So now I have 2 test cases. Let me create one more test case. Let me create another test case, that is test case number 3. And here I am going to guess my TestNG script. Okay. So total I have 3 test cases now. Okay. Clearly, I have 3 test cases. So now let me execute these 3 test cases. Okay. So let us see the console, what the console will be. Okay. So actually when we are executing the programs in Java, so if you go for the run as option, here actually it will show you, one is run configuration, another one is it will show you like Java application, run as Java application. But now we are working with TestNG, right? So it is showing TestNG test. Okay. So just click on this TestNG test and go with okay. Now let us see in console. Let us see in console. See guys, how many test cases we execute total? 3 test cases, or 3 test cases are passed, right? 3 test cases are pass. So total 3, failure is 0, skip is 0. So I already told you in the first video, the main purpose of testing is it will give the result for us whether the test case is pass or fail or skip or retrieve. Okay. So now here we have executed 3 test cases, or 3 test cases are pass, no test cases of failure, right? So this is how the TestNG will acts. It will give the result for us whether the test case is pass or fail or skipped or retrieved. Okay. So basically when we are doing manual testing, we need to execute each and every test case separately and we have to give the report, right? So here what is the main advantage here is we can execute all the test cases at a time. We can take the report in TestNG. Okay. So now let me tell you how to print the report, how to take the report in TestNG. Okay. And one more thing I need to say is TestNG always accept in a alphabetical order. Okay. TestNG always accept in a alphabetical order. Suppose see, so here the second test case has been printed first, and first one has printed second, and third one has printed in the third place. See what is the different here? What we have given? See here. If suppose see guys here for the second test case, I am giving this is A. Okay, for the second case I have given B, and for the third case I have given C. Okay. So now for the second case I have given, that means second one has to be print first, and first one has to be print second place, and third one has to be print in the third place. Run as TestNG test. Okay. See, sorry, just a minute, guys. Oh, always already TestNG is accepting in alphabetical order. It's not a matter. So always here we are given the order, right? 1, 2, 3 like that. Always TestNG will accept in a alphabetical order. So here we can see my TestNG test case, TestNG test, my TestNG program, and my TestNG script. So that's why it follows in alphabetical order. I will show you different. I will show you the difference. Just a minute. I'll show you the difference. Oh, my TestNG script test cases pass. And we need to execute these three cases. Go for run as TestNG test. Yeah. See guys, our three test cases has been passed. We got a result here. My TestNG test case, my TestNG program, and my TestNG script. Okay. So now, what is the reason? So always TestNG will be execute in a alphabetical order. So if suppose if you are having tomorrow when you are working in a company, if you are having some 100 test cases, you need to execute some 56th test case first. So for the test case, you can give the priority. Okay, priority is equal to 1, you can give. So that 56th test case will be executed first. That means which test case you want to execute first, for the test case, you can give the priority. Okay, so if suppose, see guys, if I will tell you later about the priority. So now I will tell you how to take the report, in TestNG. So now this is a project, right? So TestNG project, this is our project. So now go to the project level, and right click. So and right click here, you can see the option called as refresh. Click on this refresh option. If you click on this refresh, a project will be refreshed, and one more folder will be added to your project called as test output folder. One more folder is added to our project called as test output. So you just expand this folder. Here you can see an option. So if you want to take the reports now, so the main purpose here we are going to understand how to take the reports in TestNG. So now I am going to take two kinds of reports here. So see guys, the first one I am going to take as emailable report.html. Can you see this? Emailable report.html. Right click here, go for open with web browser. So this is a report. So see, it will show you that what is the package name you have given and class name you have given, and very clear cut report we will get here. So see how many test cases are passed? 3. 0 are skipped test cases, and 0 are retried, 0 are failed. And time in milliseconds. See guys, it is taken 91 milliseconds to execute my 3 test cases. Okay. So I will explain you later about this include and exclude methods. So see, first of all, you have to understand this. This has taken that 91 milliseconds to execute my test cases. See, for test case, it is taking 17, and for second one, it is taken 2, and for third one, it is taken 1. So like this, you can take one type of report. This we can call as emailable report. So let me tell you another kind of report. So that is a default suite. So you can see the option called default suite here. Just expand this default suite, and here we are having default test.html and default test.xml. Go for default. So this test.xml will be used by the when we are using JUnit and NUnit, then we can use this. So for now, we will use default test.html. Right click and open with web browser. So this is another type of report. So like this, we can take two types of reports with the TestNG. So see guys, easily we got a result, right? So if suppose if you want to execute, if you want to take the reports manually for these all test cases, it will take so much time. But here with a fraction of seconds, you can take the report. Yeah, right. So that is the best advantage of TestNG. Okay. So this is how we can take the reports with the help of TestNG. And now we are going to discuss about the priorities. What is the priority here? You can say the first preference. A priority in the sense the preference we are giving, right? So like this, here I am having three test cases. Here I am having three test cases. So for suppose I need to execute my third test case in the first place, and first test case in the last place, and second test case in the second place. So like that, I need to shuffle this, right? So this is important, guys. This test case is important in my program. I need to execute these test cases in first place, right? So what I'm going to do is we need to give the priority. Okay. So always priority we need to give in the annotation level only. Always a priority we need to give in the annotation level only. See how I am giving the priorities. Priority is equal to 1. So for the third case, I have given priority 1. And for the first case, I am going to give as priority is equal to 2. Okay. And for the second case, I am giving as priority is equal to 3. Priority is equal to 3. So see now how it will be printed. So first last case will be printed in the first place, and first case will be printed in the second place, and the second case will be printed in the last place. So let us save this, run as testng test. So what has to be print first? TestNG script has to be print first, and my TestNG test case has to be print second. So let's go for the console. See, TestNG script has print first, test case is the second, and program is third place. So like this, I have given the priority here, right? So this is how we will work with the priorities. Okay. So that is the use of priority. Okay. So like this, we can give the priority for our test cases. Okay. Don't forget, guys, always a test case will be starts with @ symbol. Definitely we have to give @ symbol for our test case. Okay. Without having @ symbol, our test case will be duplicate one. Okay. So that's all, guys. We will discuss rest of the things in the next video.